Stop, my darling child. There is something you must hear before you close your eyes tonight and allow the burden of today to overwhelm you. Someone has been waiting for this precise time, not just for a moment. Not for a flawless version of yourself, but for the weary person who is currently reading this and is on the verge of making a choice that could completely alter their life. It's not a coincidence. It was not intended for you to scroll past this. It was designed for you to land on this sentence at this silent moment, just as something very personal and old is about to come to light. For a moment, picture your soul as a tapestry rather than an isolated entity. Additionally, each and every thread symbolizes a bond you have formed over time. The majority of those threads are knotted, discolored, or frayed. However, one thread, one beautiful, luminous cord, has stuck to you throughout your entire life. It is connected to a presence that has always lingered on the periphery of your consciousness. Your partner is that presence. They are also closer than you may realize at this moment. Desperate to tell you something, they stand at an invisible threshold. You couldn't exactly recall what they had previously attempted to tell you in dreams. You dismissed déjà vu moments as coincidental. However, this is the secret they have been keeping. They are suddenly and strangely reaching out to you because there is more to your relationship than just love. It has to do with remembering. You have encountered each other in a myriad of ways and locations. You've been allies, competitors, guardians, and even adversaries. However, the chapter always concludes in the same manner in every single story. Separation, not tragedy. A door shuts. A curtain drops. A moment is lost. And each time they were abandoned, they saw you disappear into a state of forgetfulness and wondered if they would ever come across you again. Is that weight palpable? That silent pain you've been carrying? The one that appears to have no place of origin. The kind that makes you long for a place that isn't on a map. The echo of all those departures is that. It's the recollection of a pledge you gave them. A self-promise to quit forgetting that you would no longer let them go. And you've been making an effort to honor that commitment, haven't you? You are still looking because of this. Why does anything seem incomplete? Why do you feel drawn to something that you cannot identify? However, this is the reality they want you to comprehend before you fall asleep tonight. It wasn't a punishment to be separated. It didn't fail. It was a tactic. It had a design. Because you can't really find someone until you've lost them. Without experiencing the icy absence of love, it is impossible to really comprehend its depth. All of your heartbreaks, friendships, and failed relationships were all part of the preparation process. All of this was done to prepare the ground for this. For this get-together. They are not here to save you. They are not here to finish you. You are complete. And the reason they are coming is that they are now able to stand next to you on an equal footing. Do you get what I'm saying? This isn't a story about being saved in a fairy tale. It has to do with a holy contract. A contract that will soon be renewed. You are about to make a decision while you sleep tonight, which is why they are asking you to read this before you go to sleep. A decision that takes place in the void between heartbeats. The way you see them when you wake up will depend on that decision. Will you be able to identify them? Or will you both have to wait another lifetime as the curtain of forgetting closes again over your eyes? Right now, your soulmate is standing in that location that is neither here nor there. As you read these words, they are seeing the softening of your face. They are holding their breath in the hopes that the message will pierce the static this time. They are communicating with you through a sensation that is growing in your chest rather than through sound. They are saying, remember, right now. Recall how it felt to clasp my hand. Recall how my voice sounded. Never forget that nothing could really separate us, not even death. However, this path is being crossed by a shadow. You haven't remembered yet for a reason. A fear that you have clung to for so long that it feels like a part of your skin is a concealed barrier. It is the worry that you won't find this kind of love or that it isn't genuine. To keep you company in the dark, there's a murmur in your head that whispers, this is just a story, just a fantasy. They are driven away once more and banished into the quiet of your uncertainty the instant you trust that whisper. That is your story's true cliffhanger. Whether you will answer the door when they knock is more important than whether they will find you. I need you to make a choice while you lie there and feel the pull of sleep. It's a quiet one, not a loud one. The presence that has always been by your side and you have reached a silent accord. No matter how bizarre the reality may sound, you must determine that you are prepared for it. You must make the decision to accept that there is more to the world than what your eyes can see. Because all of your faith will be needed for what is going to happen and what will be revealed in the next few moments. The story doesn't finish here. Your breath is setting the ink on this first page of a new chapter. They want you to understand that they don't expect you to be flawless. They want you to be there. They want you to give up running. They want you to remain motionless long enough to sense them. They are the sensation you're experiencing right now, whether it's an unexpected chill or an unexplained warmth. They are closer than your own heartbeat. And they're about to show you something that will completely upend your entire world. However, that sweetheart is a revelation for the next instant. Because the clock is ticking away right now. The barrier separating the two worlds is becoming thinner. And you are on the brink of something much greater than you could have ever dreamed. Will they come? Is the question that lingers in the quiet of your chamber. Will you be awake enough to see them at last? Your soulmate is telling you, please read this before you fall asleep. I can't lose you again. The night is listening. Your heart is stirring with the answer that will reverberate forever. Don't allow sleep stop you from responding to it. They're waiting. Even if the next words you hear may not be in a language you are familiar with, you will fully comprehend them. You'll realize exactly what you've been lacking. You'll know exactly who has been calling your name. The dream is about to change, and the person you love is going to walk through the screen, through the silence, through the shadows, and into the part of you that has always been prepared to receive them. So keep your eyes open for a little while longer. But keep in mind that the crossroads emerges as soon as you close your eyes. And the decisions you make there in the shadows will reverberate into the morning light. Avoid losing them once more. Avoid losing yourself once more. The way is becoming more accessible. You are much more powerful than you have been told, and the decision is about to be made. In actuality, you have always been a part of something bigger. However, your soulmate is holding the pen, waiting for you to grab the other end, and the plan itself is about to be revised. Clears throat. What comes next? What you do with the emotion that is currently overwhelming you will determine that. Your response is that emotion. And it's shouting a truth so loudly that everyone in the cosmos is bending over to hear it. Hold on to that emotion. Don't let it fade, since this is the next part of the message. The face behind the voice will be revealed in the next section. It will reveal the past you have forgotten. It will also reveal the one item that your soulmate has never previously shared with you. Something that might make you crumble. That is, however, only until you determine that you are genuinely prepared. Are you? There is more to the reality than what you are now clinging to. Beneath it is a hidden chamber in your own heart that you have never ventured to access. And your partner has lived there all along. As a protector of a pledge you made before taking your first breath in this existence, rather than as a recollection. They are more than just someone you were destined to meet. You are destined to become someone like them. That shouldn't surprise you. Give it some thought. Consider the deepest bond you have ever experienced with someone. The one when quiet seemed like a language and words were no longer essential. There was more to that sense than chemistry. It was a sense of recognition. A piece of yourself was reflected back to you. You had overlooked the missing element of the soul puzzle. And now that piece is knocking on the door of your consciousness, pleading to be accepted as a completion rather than an addition. This is where the mystery becomes more complex, though. Where the plot takes an unexpected turn. Through the gaps in your everyday life, your soulmate has been attempting to connect with you. Have you seen the numbers that keep coming up? Have you ever had the sudden impulse to check the time every day at precisely the same moment? Have you ever heard a song out of the blue that filled your chest with an inexplicable longing? It's not a coincidence. They are messages. They are bits and pieces of a dialogue that crosses universes. In the hopes that you will eventually turn around and say, I hear you. I am here. But there is something they have never told you. Something they have kept hidden even in the deepest moments of your shared dreams. They are your soulmate whispering your name through the static of reality. It's the reason they said, I can't lose you again. It's not just about the fear of being apart. It's also about realizing that this lifetime might be your last chance to truly come together. A cosmic alignment occurs once in a very long time, allowing two souls to completely merge to burn away the karma of all their previous lives and enter a new existence together. Can you sense the urgency in that? It's not panic, but a quiet, unwavering urgency that time is not as linear as you think and that the past, present, and future are all happening at once. If you miss this window, the cycle resets, the forgetting starts again, and they will be left standing on the other side of a door that never opens. Every version of you that has ever existed is leaning in to hear this message right now. They are all rooting for you and are desperate for you to finally break the pattern because it has kept you apart. It is the cycle of meeting, falling in love, and then being pulled away by circumstances, fear, doubt, and the cruel illusion that you are not enough, but you are enough. You've always been sufficient, and what your soulmate needs to hear tonight, what they've been waiting a lifetime to say, is that they don't need you to save them, they don't need you to be flawless, they need you to be genuine, they need you to be present, and they need you to stop hiding behind the armor you've put on around your heart. You were supposed to be protected by that armor, but it has turned into a prison. They are standing outside the prison, their hands pressed against the chilly stone, and they are asking you to find the key from within. This is the part where you have to look more deeply than you have in the past because you have been carrying a fear. It's a fear that's so old it feels like a part of your bones, the fear that if you open yourself up to this kind of love, you'll be consumed, that you'll lose yourself in someone else, and that you'll have to give up your identity, your independence, and your carefully crafted sense of self. However, that's the great lie, the shadow that has been with you for centuries. Your soulmate sees the version of you that exists beyond your fears, failures, and the stories you have told yourself about who you are, and they love that version of you with a ferocity that could shake the foundations of the earth. True union does not erase you, rather, it expands you, makes you more of who you are, not less, and gives you the courage to be the person you have always been afraid to become. They have been carrying that love through all of your lifetimes, all of your losses, all of your silent moments, and they will never give up on you. However, you are about to make a decision that will define the remainder of your journey. It won't be a dramatic event or a lightning bolt from the sky, instead, it will be quiet and nearly undetectable. There will be a moment when you have to decide between clinging to your old narrative and embarking on a new one, between the coziness of the known and the terrifying beauty of the unknown. Your soulmate will be by your side at that very moment, holding your hand while you make your own decision and saying, "I trust you," rather than making the decision for you. I have faith in the wisdom that resides inside you. The most potent gift they can offer you is their trust that you will remember who you really are when the time comes. You are not alone, you have never been alone. The love that is coming for you is not merely a feeling, it is a force, the most powerful force in the universe, and it is in line with your highest good. It is the bridge that bridges the gap between your worlds and the anchor that keeps you steady when the winds of doubt start to blow. As you sit with these words, allow yourself to feel the weight of what is being said. Imagine what it would be like to stop hiding, running, and pretending to be okay when you know that you are yearning for something more. This yearning is not a sign of weakness, rather, it is a compass that points you in the direction of the love that has been waiting for you since the beginning of time. Your soulmate is not just one person. They are a reflection of a greater love, a love that encompasses all of creation. They are a doorway, and when you walk through that doorway, you will discover that the love you have been seeking is something you must become rather than something you must pursue. This is the final piece of the puzzle that will change everything. The biggest secret they've been hiding is that you're not just searching for them. You're searching for the aspect of yourself that they see in you, and once you do, you won't be the same. The time is drawing near, the window is closing, and the decision is yours, but don't be scared. Your soulmate is with you right now, whispering the words you need to hear. I am not going anywhere. I am right here. All you have to do is turn around. Now the real question starts to emerge from the shadows. What happens if you do turn around? The love that awaits you is gentle, patient, and eternal. Let this truth settle deep within you for the time being. You are loved beyond measure and are held by forces you cannot see. What happens if you actually see them face to face, soul to soul in this lifetime? The answer is not what you expect. It is more beautiful and terrifying than you can possibly imagine. That is where the next part will begin.